BLOCKCHANCE 2021.
Up next on our main stage is the one and only Arnold Aschbauer. Arnold is an expert in combining IT and business. He brings to this winning formula many years of experience leading CRM transformations, as well as building up customer-centric E2E solutions in this fast-developing and unpredictable media and banking industry. As part of Hoverture Europe, he is orchestrating, get that, Hoverture and orchestrating, innovative E2E solutions with a strong focus on the customer experience. Please give a warm welcome to the in-person Arnold Aschbauer.
Thank you, Ollie.
You're welcome.
You're gorgeous. You got it. Yeah. So Overture indeed combines the orchestration approach.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, I think as well. So warm welcome now in person here in Hamburg. It's a great pleasure to be part of the BLOCKCHANCE 21 already. I welcome all of you, and I ask you to lean a little bit back, because sometimes it's good also to reflect on some stuff in order to understand where we are. As you can see, we have not only an orchestration company called Hoverture, which where I'm part in. It's a young company, and we are there already orchestrating companies and approaching innovative technology on the European market. And our product, which I will tell some things about, is called Overchain. Yeah, so another name that is speaking. And the title of what I'm talking about is Blockchain Unchained. Now you can say, why Blockchain Unchained and why customer-centric tools? What does it fit together? I would compare it, let's say, with the gold mining scene. Yeah, you have the tough guys first. Some of them died. Some of them found the big nuggets. But then somewhere you have to build up a complete ecosystem in order to serve those guys and all the economy around it. And this is what this story is all about. But first of all, lean back, because what's happening today, and you heard a lot of, also right now from Dominic, there's a lot of things ongoing, and what is about blockchain. So blockchain for sure has the financial tokenization as one central element, and you see there is one of the pillars there. But there's more, and this is what we are thinking and engage you as well to think about how blockchain technology can be used. The one side is also to have really process transparency in order really to end-to-end. We saw the decentralized world. People want to go for it. They're really aiming to be part of it and have really transparency on all their processes. They want to see what happens in any supply chain. They want to see what happens to their assets. And on the other side, there's a great opportunity to combine blockchain also fueled by artificial intelligence, because this opens up really capabilities where you can combine those topics to manage huge databases. You can do things that nowadays still people are doing, for sure, but they can do it much faster and much more efficient than accordingly. So this is how we look at blockchain. So not only on the one focus on the financial tokenization, but overall there are more capabilities there. What about the rest of the world? Let's say the rest, you are on it already, but there are other people. Nevertheless, they have already needs that have come up accordingly. I mentioned already the certified traceability, so you want to check what's ongoing. Yeah, you look up if you order something via Amazon, you want to know where is your package, and you want to know it exactly, and you want to be sure that it is delivered when you want to, that it's delivered. And you're looking for innovative services, especially the time of pandemic showed off all, and we saw it right now. It's feasible that we have also virtual fairs accordingly, and we can all do all of this accordingly. We're seeking for new ways to engage. You are customers, and all the rest of the world are also customers. And what we want to serve, we want to get the best services, the best products, and an easy access, seamless, without any friction, whatever it is. And still the one that is always present in any economy, you have to look at the costs, and you have to be efficient, and to be more efficient every other day, also in the IT segment accordingly. What we think, or we have a look there at a few technology step changes that are currently present already. First of all, there is the fast mobile connections. 5G is already rolling out, but it's already there. You have those capabilities. Everybody uses streaming services, and we are used to it. Yeah? We have VCs all over the world. Then artificial intelligence is something that really helps us not only to find pictures or whatever, but really manage a lot of things more than we thought of today. And not only for the machines, but also to serve our lives accordingly, and we're used to it. The next one is cloud computing. I think this is more or less already common, but I had some discussions yesterday still. Hey, is it still worth to talk about it? Is it safe if I talk about digital assets as well? How does it work out accordingly? But cloud computing is efficient, and therefore it is there, and we're in the start of the rollout of this economy there as well. And last but not least, as mentioned, blockchain technology. I don't have to tell you something about this one at this stage. But I want to show you some showcases that might be beyond the financial sectors that we might think of also in future. For sure, you have the pricing options for paid content. You want to have really the micro payment services. And I saw a few of the booth downstairs. This is already reality, and we have those topics there as well. And this will be more common in the future as well. I mentioned already the connected and verified supply chain. So look at the automotive industry. You have to be sure that the parts that you're using in your cars, whatever, have to be the ones that have been produced by the company car. And also the big companies there have to ensure that their chain is completely transparent, and only this helps them really to be a brand in the car market. The other one, and I think at least the Germans in the audience, do we have Germans in the audience? Just a few? There are a few. Good morning as well. Medical data. Yeah, I think it's all over, and I can just tell you that it's a real experience. We are really at the beginning of digital experience there. So the exchange of data, for sure, very private data, you have to secure it, but the exchange between the doctors in between, the different disciplines, the hospitals, whatever, it's, let's say, not digital yet. So we are starting there as well. And you can imagine that those are areas where you need trusted and really signed documents and authorized transactions as well, because this is all about us. And the last one is something maybe also somebody might think about, somebody who's building automobiles already, and the e-cars are there already, and you can imagine that you can combine both businesses. This is not an invention, this happened already, and if you want to know who, I think you know it already. So this is a combined approach that you can do there, and then you have the customers that buy a car, get already a contract there as well, with for your utilities as well, and then you have some solar panels, and you are an entrepreneur on your own. And you want to be sure that all those businesses can be executed accordingly. So the world, the combination of economic systems gets more and more combined and orchestrated. Here we are again. Now, looking at all of this, what is now overchain? The idea, and not only the idea, so what we have created is a platform to have a complete set of capabilities to successfully and manage a complete enterprise system, starting from the very beginning, from gathering customers till serve them on the regular way, but also to enable them digital assets, and applying also blockchain and cloud technology where it's applicable. Cloud technology is a basis, blockchain technology where it helps, because what we are thinking of is blockchain technology is definitely a cool thing. Nobody will deny. But we have to understand where it can replace existing models in the ecosystems, where it can be enhancing existing systems. And this is exactly where we're looking at, hey, those are the areas where we think that's really cool. If you think about new businesses, if you want to build up something, and cloud also in the sense of that we are able to grow with the companies there as well. And therefore, 3 elements we have mentioned there is to enable a seamless, complete end-to-end customer journey. Seamless, really for the customer. As we mentioned, all of you want something that works from the very first moment. Looking at Netflix, looking at other companies, this is the way how you want to look to the business there as well. Secondly, omni-channel, personal enhanced. So while your customers are there, you have to know what they are doing and serve them accordingly what they are interested in. This is not a search optimization or simply AI. It is really to serve which offers those guys need. What can we do in addition? What do they need in terms of the portfolio that a company can offer? And also then really digitalize the quote to cash. So whatever products you have, enable really a seamless experience for all the offers you want to get to the customers. Why we think this is a cool idea, and we think we are the first here, and I know it is not a B2C topic, but it's more B2B. It is, you are connected to anything with everywhere because it's cloud-based. So you're not needed your own devices, you don't have to build up then your own data centers accordingly. You can use the capabilities there, and it is flexible in terms of the growth, yeah, because you can really size your business accordingly. That's the full way forward. You have the most valuable task can be supported, smart decision making, whatever is there. You can improve efficiency and save costs as managed. It can be adapted according to your needs, and it's mainly transaction based. And you can certify and guarantee anything literally everywhere using exactly blockchain technology. So, some words now. I think it's time now to let you experience exactly this kind of seamless customer experience. This was just to give you a hint about the journey of Chiara. I think some of you, or maybe all of you, had similar experience all. And sometimes it's good to think about what happens in the back end and what does it mean in order to facilitate exactly such kind of journey. And therefore, we did not reinvent the wheel, but the wheel as a cultural object since a few thousand years can be helpful to explain, let's say, our 360-degree approach that we have combined exactly in our overchain platform accordingly. And you can see it starts really with the customer engagement. You saw there, you have to have an opportunity to really have cool features to generate leads accordingly, which is nowadays also embedded with, definitely with social media. You can go visit there downstairs. We have a short scratch and win application there, so an easy way to look at it. We have also an applied social wall functionality there, so really to get the interest of customers accordingly. The next one is whatever you serve, be it, let's say, a simple product catalog or a more complex one. If I look at the utility use case I showed earlier, you have subscription-based, you have some hardware there, you have the car there, they might have insurance there, and all those products have to be combined and have to be adjusted, as we said, to the customer needs. So even it can be that there's a single offer for a specific customer, so not even a group. And this is also what we saw previously in the previous speech already. It's decentralization. People want to be recognized as individuals, and this is exactly what has to be reflected. You have to manage it. If you're not able to, you have a simple catalog with, let's say, a few topics, and that's it. But this is what you have to manage, and also then to do it accordingly. To onboard then the customer is really something you have to KYC your customer. So means what you saw there is about the recognition of the passport. One question, how often were you asked, because Hamburg is doing great, but how often did you have to show your vaccination pass and then looking for your passport? Who did it 5 times? More than 10 times? And I think this is a process where we all think this could be done better. Yeah? So for example, if you use then really authentication, the passport is there in the blockchain, it's recognized and it's used as an interface, and you offer to, let's say, to the Christmas market or to the BLOCKCHANCE 23, hopefully latest then, that they have access to that one. This is exactly the way how you can facilitate then the relevant technology. Then the onboarding, for sure, is something that you have also signatures. You have to have recognized any transaction. This is also there. We have all the digital signature accordingly. Then this is embedded in an exploited CRM environment, because as soon as you have customers and you grow, you can't do it with Excel or whatever other tool set or a Google Sheet, whatever it is. And therefore you need CRM capabilities. Also there, we have focused, we embedded there a solution that is completely cloud-based accordingly. And same for the fulfillment, the ERP. It is included in the solution in order to deliver then, on the one hand side, your real goods, but also makes the connection feasible to any digital asset accordingly. And for sure, what we have therefore, in case, and I assume we are talking here also of companies that are using digital assets, what might be about, there's also a custodian solution integrated. It is all a platform, software as a service, and managed, as I said already, cloud-based accordingly. And using blockchain technology where it's applicable. Now, we have some time, so let me go through this journey and just have a look there. What are the important topics there and features that you might use, whatever business you want to build up accordingly. And by the way, this is definitely not something that you have to do only with digital assets, but you can use it wherever you want there. So the one important topic, it's omni-channel. Yeah? It's not only physical, but you have to do it, as mentioned, integrated with social media, whatever it is. You have targeted promotion capabilities. You have to have the insights and analytics, as I mentioned. You have to know your customer accordingly. You need more, you want to reward your customers, you also need the capabilities there. And for example, you can also hand out coupons, whatever it is, to get further benefits accordingly. First step of the journey. The second one is really the configure price quote, so it's a journey that you can set up your product catalog accordingly. You can micro-target, as I mentioned already, your target groups of customers, specifically with offers that fit perfectly to their needs accordingly. And you can maintain all these processes accordingly, so you're always sure which offer has been sent to which customer and embed it and make this transparent for everyone. Subscription and order taking. Communicate on all channels. If you are there, you go there on the website, you're interested as a customer, you look up on the website, pick up the phone. Everybody should be aware of what you're interested in. And to make this happen, this is exactly what is needed in order to be a seamless experience for any customer and also any future customer accordingly. Onboarding, as mentioned. This is one of our capabilities embedded that is based then on blockchain in order really to use those capabilities. Yeah? You saw it already, it's passport identification and you can use it accordingly. What we have embedded is common technology already, let's say in many insurance companies in Italy, for example. I think we here in the German market are still at the beginning. Nevertheless, this is something that we want to aim for accordingly. Once again, you have the digital collaboration because it's integrated, so you don't have to exit the platform and do something differently. It is all embedded in once accordingly. Digital signature as well. Whatever transaction you want to secure, it's feasible within the platform. You can define any kind of transaction that shall be certified and be transparent accordingly. And then, as mentioned here, we have the extended CRM experience, where you listen to your customer, you look at all the details that you have there, you embed all the interactions with the customer accordingly, and you monitor also what the customer is looking at, all in one place. And then the regular ERP, where you can also use the automated business process, you can authenticate whatever you want to do. You have a risk-free payment process because you have a certified customer, blockchain certified customer, so you can really speed up any kind of payment activities, whatever technology you want to use. And last but not least, and this might be of interest, especially for this audience there, this is also a custodian solution, that how you can secure as a company or as a connection, whatever, that there is to ensure that there is no single point of failure. It's really a high-end protection, and you cannot lose your key. Yeah? I think for everybody of us who has a wallet there, the main sorrow is always, or the main fear is, well, how can I secure my private key, and how can I find it if I don't remember? Otherwise, it might be a real painful experience. I think as any company, you cannot allow yourself to rely on a single piece of information at one person. So this is exactly why we have integrated here the custodian solution from Håkon. This is a really step-changing approach there as well, because you can build up, it's integrated hardware and software based, and therefore you can secure all the relevant digital assets within your company accordingly. So, last but not least, I mentioned it several times, all our platform that combines those capabilities. I mentioned already Håkon. I have to mention also Shitade as the one that are providing the digital signature, and for last but not least, for sure also B2Win, a very experienced product in the market, Gartner leaders. So this is the approach how we built up the platform, really based on best of breed experience of companies around Europe, like we orchestrated now technologically orchestrated within Hoverchain. And last but not least, cloud certificate platform. Yeah, as mentioned, this is our belief that this is the best way and a really secure way to manage your customer, your business end to end, in order to not lose any kind of traction of any kind of information that you have there. So these are the benefits accordingly. And this is our journey that we want to offer. And at this stage, If you're interested, visit us at booth 33. We have some social interaction gaming there. I'm happy to provide more information. I'll be here all the time. I will be also later on here as well. And I want to thank you for your patience, and hopefully you have further business idea. I'm happy to get them as well, where you can apply exactly this broadened blockchain unchained experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Arnold. Thank you, Arnold.
BLOCKCHANCE 2021.